Yeah, perfect. We can see this.
Great, but I cannot see. Okay. Now it's much better. Good morning. One more time, my name is Arkadiusz Markowski, and I'm the founder of Edu3dcation brand. I'm very excited to participate in this webinar and present our company to investors from India. First, I would like to thank you, Franchise India, for organizing that event and for our collaboration. Our business is based on workshops and cyclical courses for children aged 4 to 12, where we teach them how to use modern technologies such as 3D printing, 3D scanning, robotics, virtual reality, and we also started our new curriculum from artificial intelligence. A few words about us. I personally have over 12 years of experience in the field of 3D printing, 3D designing. At the beginning, I was responsible for aerospace and automotive industry in Poland, delivering 3D printers and 3D scanners. Even back then, we believed that teaching children about these technologies could be crucial for the future. That's why 10 years ago, I conducted our first lesson on 3D designing. Our headquarters is located in Warsaw, in the capital of Poland, where we have 3 offices. One of these offices is fully dedicated to trainings. In Warsaw, we collaborate with over 200 different institutions, mainly primary schools, when we run our cyclical courses. And over the past 5 years, we have developed a franchise model. Currently, we cover approximately 70 or even 80% of Poland's territory, which includes over 260 districts. And these districts are operated by 90 franchise partners. 3 years ago, we also began expanding internationally. So far, we have signed 18 master franchise agreements worldwide. The last 2 were in United States. So now I have this movie. So I would like to present a short film about our work. What is interesting, this video was created by Bambu Lab, the largest 3D printer manufacturer in the world, which sold over 5 million 3D printers last year. And so they chose us in Europe to show how 3D printers can be used. So let's watch the video.
Children are fond of technological innovations and are often ahead of us. We started 12 years ago, exclusively with 3D printers. Now, children also have access to 3D scanners, to VR goggles, and to robots, with components we 3D print.
I recall my very first 3D printing exhibition, where a young boy, perhaps 8 or 9 years old, came up to me pointing his finger at the 3D printer, asking what it was. Now, if this had been an adult, I wouldn't have had any problem at all explaining it to him in great detail. But to this young boy, I simply didn't know how to respond. And this is precisely how we approach explaining what 3D printing is, what 3D scanning involves, and what 3D design truly means.
We demonstrate that 3D printing is truly for everyone, that every child can begin to learn 3D design without being exceptionally prepared, possess specialized equipment, or have any prior knowledge. We ensure that even a child in the first grade can begin to create their own unique projects. We designed a comprehensive program of activities and scenarios to introduce children to this technology. Our primary task is to teach the fundamentals of 3D design. To achieve that and to keep them truly engaged, we constantly need to stay up to date. What genuinely interests kids, what they would actually want to do with us. And then, little by little, after a year or two of learning with us, children begin to create on their own, coming to us with their own ideas. They don't need instructions, and that is incredibly satisfying for us. This means the child is no longer merely an imitator, but can truly tap into their own potential, become a genuine constructor, and create entirely new things. Possessing these valuable skills will undoubtedly prove beneficial in their adult lives.
On a national scale in Poland, that's approximately 40,000 children who began to learn about 3D design and printing this year, starting in September. We already have partners in 8 different European countries and a partner located in Ghana in Africa. We're very soon going to be starting our expansion into the Asian markets and the United States.
I hope you enjoyed the video.
Absolutely.
So it's not up to date because we already started our franchise in United States. So probably we have to invite Bumble Up one more time to Poland to make a new video for us. So a few words about our operation in Warsaw. First of all, we started this operation in 2016, but the significant growth of our company was after COVID, after 2021. Currently, we have from September it will be about 50. So I also have to update a few numbers, because we are just before the starting of the new school year in Europe. So our team is responsible for conducting cyclical courses for nearly, last year it was 3,000 children every week on our cyclical courses. This year from September, our plan is to have close to 5,000 children every week on our classes in Warsaw. When we talk about the scale of whole Poland, it will be about 45,000 children every week on our courses. Of course, our huge job is a support for our current franchisees. Now we have 145 units, where just in 2026 we sign 32 new contracts. Our international expansion, so this year was huge for us, especially because of start in United States. We started 2 pilot localizations. One is in Florida, the second in Arizona in Phoenix. I see that United States has huge potential for us, and I hope that during the next webinar I will show you much more localizations from United States, and I hope that we will also put some dot somewhere here in India. Our plans for the future, of course, international expansion, further development in Europe. We are still have few countries to cover. We also would like to expand in Africa, entering the US market. We already began. and of course development in Asia with a focus on India and Australia. Conclusion. So thank you for your attention and for the opportunity to present my company. I hope our vision and achievements were very interested for you, and I will be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Right. Thank you, Akram. Kushagra, can we also talk about the investment plan?
Yeah, just give me a second. Can you just allow me to access? Yeah, sure.
So everyone, in case if you would like to ask any question related to the brand or the financials, I think you can put it into the Q&A box and we will take them up. Let's understand it.
Yeah, I'll just go a bit fast. I mean, to make you understand about the brand. So Edu3dcation, it is a globally proven experiential education platform that combines 3D printing, robotics, design thinking, and STEAM learning to prepare students for the future. So let me just a second. Yeah. So as you can see that they are focusing on the premium K-12 institutions and after-school learning centers that are actively looking for experiential learning solutions. The broader vision is to empower Indian students with future-ready skills through immersive learning experiences involving 3D technologies, robotics, and STEAM education. Yeah, so you can see in this slide. So the brand originated from Poland and has established itself as one of the country's leading 3D education networks. So the ecosystem includes over 120 structured lesson plans, 3D printing and design programs, robotics and programming modules, VR and AR based learning experiences, teacher training and certification. So the model has already demonstrated strong success, and more than 14,000 schools have adopted 3D printer enabled learning under Poland's Future Labs initiatives. So we are not just introducing an untested concept, so we are localizing a validated international model. So to talk you about the market analysis, so India presents a highly favorable environment for education. Several macro trends are working in our favor. First is India's edtech market is projected to reach approximately $30 billion by 2030. Secondly, the National Education Policy 2020 strongly emphasizes experiential and skill-based learning. Thirdly, government-backed initiatives such as adult tinkering labs have already established over 10,000 innovation labs across schools. So states like Maharashtra, Karnataka, as well as Gujarat are actively investing in digital learning and maker spaces. So Edu3dcation aligns perfectly with this shift by offering a ready-to-deploy curriculum, teacher training programs, as well as a scalable implementation model. Yeah, so as you can see, I mean, looking at the broader education landscape, so India's education market is expected to grow from approximately $117 billion to over $313 billion by 2033. So this growth is being driven by rising incomes, greater spending on education, and increasing demand for skill development. So within this massive ecosystem, experiential learning remains significantly underpenetrated. So this creates a strong opportunity for a differentiated offering like Edu3dcation. So as you can see, so focusing specifically on EdTech, the market is expected to grow from approximately $2.8 billion to more than $33 billion by 2033. So this represents nearly 29% CAGR. So what's particularly interesting is that parents and schools are moving beyond passive digital learning towards practical project-based experiences. So this shift directly supports our positioning around hands-on learning, creativity as innovation as well as technology. So to talk to you about the consumer trends, so parents increasingly want children to acquire future-ready skills such as coding, robotics, design thinking, and problem solving. Schools are definitely under pressure to implement project-based learning as part of NEP 2020. So we also see growing preference for hybrid learning models that combine physical engagement with digital support. So importantly, urban families are willing to spend between 2,500 to 5,000 per month on meaningful enrichment programs. Also, research consistently shows that experiential learning achieves significantly higher engagement and retention compared to traditional online only learning. So for Edu3dcation, this means we should position ourselves as a premium outcome driven as well as experiential education brand. So yeah, talking about the opportunity and target segment. So the first one is premium private schools in tier one cities where budgets and innovation adoption are strongest. Secondly, we can focus on franchisee learning centers that provide after school STEAM as well as maker lab experiences. Thirdly, government and STEM lab partnerships, including adult tinkering labs and state level initiatives. Fourth one is direct parent and student engagement through workshops, camps, and experiential events. So our initial focus will be in Delhi, NCR, Bangalore, Pune, Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, and tier one cities basically, where demand, purchasing power, and education infrastructure are highly favorable. So talking about the product and store format, so to maximize reach and revenue, so we have designed four operating formats. So the first is school lab integration. The second one is the Edu3D hub franchisee model. The third one is includes kind of pop-up workshops and experiential events. And finally, we offer teacher training and certification programs. So I'll go directly to yeah, as you can see, so the brand placement and positioning. So this positioning maps illustrates where overall the Edu3dcation sits in the market. So we occupy a highly attractive space characterized by both high engagement and strong scalability. While digital platforms may scale easily, engagement is often limited. So experiential center delivers engagement but struggle to scale. So Edu3dcation combines the strengths of both approaches. So I'll just go through directly to the financial model. So as you can see, we are focusing on the main model, that is High Street, where the area required is 600 to 800 square feet. The total investment will cost around 47 lakhs, which includes the franchisee fee. The franchisee fee is 20 lakhs. Royalty is 6%. Payback period is 30 months, and the agreement period is 5 years. The ROI, which is calculated, is 34%. So if you have any queries regarding the overall detailed financial model, please contact us, and one of the service person will be able to kind of guide you as to what all the overall investment looks like. So over to you, Bharat.
Right, you can keep the
Yeah, sure.
investment page on the screen so that those who joined can have the idea about the investment. I think this is what you can see on the screen. This is what we are looking for, the investment to acquire this franchise business. The area which 600 to 800 square feet, the total investment, which includes the franchise fees, 47 lakh. Indian rupees. The royalty is going to be 6%, and the payback period is 30 months, and agreement period is 5 years. So this is what the investment. However, if we look at education from the Indian market perspective, although Kushagra has already talked about the reason, the kind of the opportunity we have in the market, the kind of trend that we have been looking at for the past many years. I think there is a very good opportunity for this particular brand. The way children learn is changing, right? The parent and school today are looking beyond the traditional classroom education. They want children to learn practically, develop creativity, and build skill that will be useful in the future. Right, that is what is a change in India, and now that is how the parents are looking into this, in the education sector. This is exactly where this education, brand fits in. The brand brings together the 3D printing, the robotics, the coding, the VR, AR, and the STEM learning, right? And this allows children to actually create, experiment, and solve problem rather than just learning concept from the textbook. So this brand gives you more opportunity to do learn things practically, right? A lot of the new things, and this the opportunity is also quite the broad. This brand can you can partner with this brand with a school, set up experimental learning programs, operate after school learning centers, conduct workshop and camps, and provide teacher training and certification. So a lot of scope we find with this brand, right? And this is exactly where this business is all about, right? Um, Now, when it comes to the business, I mean, the franchise, I think a franchise partner, doesn't have to depend only on walk-in students. The business can potentially build relationship with good school as well as the parent, the students, creating a multiple channel for revenues. So, I mean, in simple, I mean, the school need better practical learning solution. Parents want future ready skill for their children, and the children want more engaging ways to learn. Education brings these three requirements together through technology based hands on the education, and that create an opportunity to build a modern education business with multiple revenue stream while participating in the growth shift towards the experimental and skill based learning in India. Government is also supporting a lot. Government policies, the 2020 also promotes the practical way of learning new things, which can give children's a basic structure of thinking practically, learning practically, and doing a lot of practical things. That is what you get from this brand. So, right. So, overall, in case if you look into this business, it is a great business opportunity. Anyone who would like to be a part of this success journey or to be a part of this growth, I think you can get in touch with us. I'm just trying to share the number where you can, get in touch with us. Hold on a second. Okay, I'm just sharing the number where you can call us,
Sure.
uh, and we can explore further opportunity, you know, about this brand. Anyways, by the way, just to ask Aka, in case if you could also help us understand, the market in Poland, like how things are happening there, and why do you think that those practical learning is important, particularly a country like India? What opportunity you find here?
So I think that I don't have to talk exactly about India because, in my opinion, there are no big differences between parents in Europe, in United States, in India. All of us, I'm also a parent. We would like to, we would like to give to our children the best. And what is the difference in comparison with what was 20 years ago? That now technology is changing very fast. So it's not possible for the education in each country to be so fast and to have all of these new things in their curriculum. So we need external companies, smaller companies which will be specialized in new technologies, and they are able to deliver the new things, new technologies to the schools. So last month we were surprised that parents from United States, because one of the partner from Arizona, which I mentioned, these are parents, and they were looking for some new STEM education for their kids. They bought 3D printer. They started to print some things, but they said, okay, now it would be good to know how to design by themselves something. And they were starting to look for the company who can teach their children about that. And they found us in Europe, in Poland, which is which was quite nice for us, because nobody in United States is doing the same as we are doing in Poland, in Europe. And I have a feeling that that we are doing something really good for children and for parents.
All right. I'm sorry, I got disconnected due to some reason. Am I audible? Yes, no? Vivek, am I audible?
Yes, 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 yes.
All right. Okay. So also, Anka would like to ask, like, what would be the involvement, of a franchise owner in day-to-day basis, based on, based on your experience or with the existing centers which someone is running as a franchise. What do you think? What all, involvement have as a franchise partner in
So
day-to-day operations?
first of all, we expect that our franchise partner will start their own operation in some city, because of course markets are similar, but there are some differences. So first of all, we need to start kind of pilot stage where our franchise partner can learn and can adopt our knowledge to Indian market. We think it will take about half a year to adopt, to start your own operation. And after half a year, we expect that we will start together to sell the next sub-franchises.
And what kind of training you would be providing in the beginning, before they start?
So it will be 5 days training.
Is that online, offline?
It can be both. So it depends on our partner.
Okay.
So we are able, for example, in United States, we organized one training for Florida totally online. The second one was in Warsaw, in Poland. And both these trainings are divided into few parts. The main part is the technical part, but we also teach you about sales part, what are the advantages of our brand when we talk with kid, when we talk with the parent, when we talk with the principal of the school. Of course, one part is about managing the operation, and the last part is the marketing part.
Okay, and what all equipment or the curriculum or the technology would be required, and how we are gonna get that? Would it be transferred from Poland, or like is it locally procured?
All of the knowledge will be transferred. All of the curriculum will be transferred, and all of our materials, but no hardware. So during the training, we will show you what kind of devices we are using, and we will help you to find these devices on your market, because it's very important to have to have service, to have maintenance locally, not from Europe. So, but we are using standard devices which you can find all over the world. We just focusing on teaching how to use these devices, not only devices but also the software. And we do not expect at the beginning that you will buy everything like VRs, Googles, some robotics, but it can be step by step. So at the beginning, you will need at least 2 3D printers and some basic equipment, and then when your company will be expanding, then you will have to buy more equipment.
Okay. And how often you would intervene when, like, any sort of hand holding, or like what is that program? How often you get in touch with franchisees to see what is going on?
So after the training,
Like once in a month, like how?
okay. So
Yeah.
after the training, after the 5 days training, um, we have every week meetings, and depends on the need of our franchisees. We organize this meeting with different specialists from our company. So if someone have more question about the technical things, then we organize a meeting with our technical director, with Konrad. When there are some questions about sales, because someone is just before the first meeting at schools and would like to let's say talk with our sales director, then we organize the training with sales director. So we do not push anybody to meet with us every week, and but this is the opportunity for our franchisee to meet with someone who can help in that moment.
Okay. All right. I think that's all. Thank you so much for the detailed, the presentation, and also as we already discussed that this is indeed a great opportunity. Why? Because there is a shift in the Indian market, in Indian education system. Government is also aligned with same, and this brand is also aligned with what government is also trying to develop. All our ecosystem are now changing for the last 10, 15 years. If you look into this overall India's growth, I think with everything which is growing, education sector is now also focusing more on the hands-on practical kind of learning system. And that is where this brand, is gonna help. Right. So this brand basically addressing a very relevant shift in the education sector, which we are going through right now. And you being a part of this growing sector, you can be a part of this success journey. I understand that this 30, 40 minutes is not good enough to understand the entire business model. Or we also understand that a lot of question you will definitely have that which you would like to have more clarity on. So for that, you please get in touch with our number, which I already have shared in the chat box. Let me just share it again. So you can get in touch with the number 9717683838, or you can also write to us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. Vivek, in case if you would like to, put your number there in the chat, you can also do that. But overall, I think it is indeed a great opportunity. Um, this brand brings a lot of things, not only 3D printing, design, robotic programs, but a lot of other technical, learnings, practical way of learning, by the way. And this is where the opportunity we have. So I think before, it's time to end this webinar now. Thanks so much, Aka, for joining us from Poland. I really appreciate your time. And I really, really appreciate you for bringing this great business opportunity and a learning system to the Indian market from Poland. Of course, franchise as a partner, you can also get advantage of this. And also, as a parent or the students will also have a lot of opportunity in practical learning, right? So I think that's it for the day. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Vivek. Thank you, Kushal, and thank you, Aka, for joining
Thank you.
this. And I'd also like to special thanks to all our viewers who spent almost 45 minutes of time, with us. Understood things, and in case if you want, it can call those numbers which I have shared in the chat. Right, Aka, anything before we close? Any closing remarks you would like to share with the investors, with the viewers?
So thank you one more time, and one more sentence from me. We just started our new platform where we teach about AI. So many people are afraid about new technologies. I'm happy when something new is coming to the market, because this is the next tool for me to teach children. So being with
Absolutely.
us, you can be sure that because some people are asking, okay, so in few years, what will happen with your company when 3D designing will be not so popular? Something else will be popular. Our R&D department is working on the new things, and you can be sure that this business is not for a few years, but for many, many years.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I know that, the AI is also something very important. Now everyone is now looking to learn, this AI tools, right? And that is the future. And I really appreciate that you have included that in the overall, your learning system. That will
Yeah.
really benefit everyone. All right, that's it. Thanks so much, everyone, for joining. See you tomorrow once again.